What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome to Jrichfits Lifestyle and Health Coaching Corner. We are on episode 26. Thank you guys first and foremost for joining me, listening to all this shit that I'm about to talk. In today's episode, we're going to go over my journey so far in this moonshining bootleg fitness time because of the coronavirus. The coronavirus and this whole COVID-19 thing has put a screeching halt to fitness. All your gyms are closed. You can't go to the park and train anybody. There's really not a lot of places that people in the fitness industry can make a living still when it comes to personal training, besides the internet, when it comes to the online training and Zoom and all that stuff. But today I'm going to give you a little brief insight at how I've been handling this past month plus of the coronavirus and how it's been affecting my fitness and my job. Part 1 month down, what have I seen? So far on the gym side of stuff or on the fitness side of things, the one thing that I've seen that is a constant are gyms' sad, shitty reaches to do at-home workouts. In my opinion, what I've seen, it's all bullshit to me. They're all half-assed versions of whatever gym you're going to. It's all body weight movements and it's all air punching and it's all fake community. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of these at-home workouts that these gyms are doing. You might as well just stop. You might as well just shoot an email out to each individual person, just checking in with them, seeing how they're doing, and showing some more person-to-person reach than put these shitty-ass workouts on. For me, it's the same moves every time. You can only do so many burpees. You can only do so many jump squats and so many push-ups. To do that day in, day out fucking sucks. I don't think that you're being that creative if that's what your consistent workout is. Be creative. Like I said, gyms to me, they show either how creative they are or aren't when these shitty circumstances come by where you have to stay home and you can't go to the gym. And to me, every single one that I've seen so far, it's just a sad, shitty attempt. They're not creative. They're not thinking outside the box. And it makes me laugh. All these gyms try to act like, oh, we're the new face of fitness and we're this and we're that. And when shit hits the fan, your creativity jumps out the fucking window and you just show me how dumb that you are. You're just like everybody else. You do the same moves. You do the same shit every fucking time. The fake community building is also something that irritates me. What a lot of people don't know is these gyms, the second all this stuff happened, fired all their workers, all their front desk, all their trainers. They keep the managers. They keep all the people that are in the higher ups. But they fire everybody else, but then have the audacity to get a hold of their members and still speak community. Where at the end of the day, the trainers and the front desk, that's the community. When these people walk in, when they're being greeted, it's by front desk workers. When they're being taught, it's by the trainers. These are the people that actually build the community. Rarely do the managers and program managers and all these people build community. They're really just behind the scenes taking all the credit for shit that they're not really doing. When at the end of the day, it's really the front desk, it's the trainers that are building this community. So what you do is you get rid of all of us, but then you still want to preach community. You still want to pretend like you're actually helping us out when you don't tell everybody, hey, no, we had to let everybody go. And it's just 3 of us running the whole ship, which is fine. Like I said, if there was a gym that did that and was open and honest with their members and let their members decide if they want to keep their membership or freeze their membership, that's cool. But one thing I don't respect is all these gyms are out here pretending that they didn't fire us. And we're just on the back end. And the membership that you keep active through this time, even though you're not getting your gym access, is going to those trainers. It's not. We all got fired a long time ago. They're just pocketing your money to sustain the business. So don't worry about it. With that fake community, I don't like it. I think it's bullshit. And I think that gyms show their true colors when they don't tell their members really what's going on. And then, like I said before, no creativity, and they just want your money. they're not creative with these workouts. They want you to keep your membership going to make it seem like you're gonna help the gym out. These gyms make a shitload of money, and if you're not making a shitload of money, you should learn how to save your money for. They always say, save your money for a rainy day. Well, guess what? It's fucking pouring outside. It's a tsunami. So I hope you saved your money, and I hope you realize that you can't live month to month or week to week or paycheck to paycheck when it comes to this fitness life. You have to know that it goes in peaks and valleys, and some weeks you got a bunch of it, and other weeks you have none of it. So learn how to save your money. And with these gyms, like I said, they're not being creative enough for these members. These members are just extremely nice, and they don't want to say your workouts suck, or they don't want to freeze their membership. But at the end of the day, if they're not going to freeze their membership and they're not going to tell you that, then step your game up and make them better workouts and give these people what the fuck they need. Because all these people need is just a workout, and they need an outlet, especially in these times where everybody's at home. Give them a fucking outlet. Give them the right outlet and stop wasting everybody's time. What else have I seen in this fitness journey on the open trail with this COVID-19 freezing a lot of stuff? I've seen a lot of fitness challenges on Instagram, and I think they're creative. I think it's cool. It builds a real community where you can get your friends involved, and people see what you're doing. And this is a funny time to have this type of thing happen because of the reach that we have through our phones. We could Zoom, and we can FaceTime, and we can text, and we can call. Where in other generations, this wouldn't have been such an easy transition to go from seeing everybody to not seeing everybody. Imagine if we had to do all this with no cell phones and no computers or anything like that. It'd be a big different story. So I think that these challenges on Instagram and on social media have been cool. They've had the push-up ones where everybody was see 20, get 20. One arm push-up. Funny thing is, I've been doing fucking push-up challenges for the past 4 years with my boy Drew that I work with. And now they're becoming the thing to do. But the one thing I did notice when it comes to these challenges is the wave that it went through and by just reminds me of how human beings are, where it's hot for about 3 hours and then it's not for the rest of the time. I watched so many people I've not ever seen do a push-up in my life, sending challenges and doing all this shit. And it lasted all of 48 hours, where people were doing them 1 minute and then not doing them the next. And that's why I think it's funny. And that's actually a good representation of fitness within itself, is people get hyped around it. January comes around, everybody signs up. January, February, March comes around, everybody stops going. It's that short-term gratification. Make it a long-term thing. If you're going to do something, keep doing it. Keep challenging people even when all this shit's over. Keep motivating people, keep doing all that stuff. But in the not the beginning, but in the beginning and in the middle, people just die out. They don't make it all the way to the end. So don't be that person. Work on beginning, middle, end, and you'll be in a better place. The ab challenges I also did see. I thought that was cool. I've been doing ab challenges for a long ass time. Same thing, like I said earlier. Make it a longer play. Keep sending them out. Don't just do the first couple weeks of this COVID and this Corona thing. Keep sending them out. Even after this thing, keep doing them. You'll notice you will be stronger. Your friends will be stronger. You'll motivate people. That's the whole fucking idea of social media to me. Don't just do a quick thing. Do a bunch of things and build a foundation off of that shit. And then the last one I thought was hilarious is they had the drinking fitness challenges. I participated in one of these things. Another coworker of mine, Kiana, set up 5 glasses of whatever alcohol you choose. What you have to do is take one shot and do 10 push-ups in between each shot. So you're doing 50 push-ups altogether, and you're doing 5 shots. Me, stupidly enough, did that, and then shotgunned a beer at the end because somebody also challenged me in a shotgun beer drinking thing at the fucking end of the day. And I am one of those people that you would call stupid because I don't know how to back down from challenges. If somebody challenged me to something, I have to do it. So I did 5 shots, 50 push-ups, shotgun a beer, all in 56 seconds. The rest of the night, I cannot tell you anything that happened. Luckily enough, I don't get hangovers most of the time after I drink. So I woke up. Good thing my girlfriend's there. Good thing the dog's there, because if it was anybody else, I might have been robbed or out in the streets in my underwear. But they've been fun. I think that's one thing that I've seen is the challenges through Instagram when it comes to fitness and this whole COVID thing and everybody staying home. It's cool because it gives people an opportunity to stay fit at home and just have a good time. And anytime you're promoting having a good time and it's coming from a good place, I'm a big fan of that. I love that. So thumbs up on that shit. I like that one. And now we're gonna dive into this. So I'm gonna start introducing new segments to Jrichfits Lifestyle and Health Coaching Corner. And today's new segment that I'm introducing is called Pump It or Dump It. So it's either gonna be somebody's gonna throw out a question or a topic or something of that sort, and I'm going to give my 2 cents where I either pump it, which is a positive thing, or I'm going to grab that fucking weight and dump it and throw it out the side. So the first one is working out inside. This one I'm going to give a fucking dump it, because guess what? At the end of the day, if you're working out inside, you're not really getting the full workout that you need. Because if you're living in an apartment and you're on the second floor, make a fucking enough noise and see if your downstairs neighbor doesn't come up and yell at you or call the cops or whatever the fuck, because they think you're fighting somebody or wrestling. So you really can't do what you want to do when it comes to burpees or jump squats and stuff like that. So an outside workout, doing it inside, a workout doing inside, I'm not a big fan of that. Also, you're limited. Like I said, you can do pull-ups, you can do push-ups. It's real jailhouse status. And jailhouse workouts, I guess they're cool. You gotta do a lot of reps and shit. But I don't really feel like you're getting the full workout that you need. If you got your ass outside and you're on the concrete and you have your weights and you have your box jumps and your med ball and all that type of stuff, you can get a more effective workout. And you can slam the ball, you could drop the weight, you could jump onto the box and not worry about all the noise that's being made. And you could sweat. If there's one thing that's fucking gross, imagine sweating all over the carpet in your house. Do that a couple times and see how gross your fucking carpet ends up looking. Then you gotta wash it. Then you're just adding extra work to your fucking day. You don't want to be washing your fucking rug and all that shit. So go outside. People are so afraid. I swear, if you take one step outside, 70% of the people either think you're infected or they think your head's about to fucking explode or your heart's gonna shoot out your ass. None of that shit's gonna happen. It's easy. You can go outside right to your curb and get a workout in. Get a medicine ball, do some push-ups, something like get some fucking vitamin D in your system. People think, oh, if I go outside, I'm gonna get sick. If you stay inside, you're more likely to get sick because you're weakening your immune system. The body needs air, vitamin D, all these things. The biggest organ in your body is your skin. That goes all over your body. So you need to feed it the same exact way that you're going to help feed your heart when it comes to getting cardio in, or feeding the rest of your body when it comes to eating and putting water in your system and feeding all the rest of your organs. So make sure you get the fuck outside and get some air and some vitamin D. Just stay away from everybody. Don't worry about touching things or just stay the hell away and get a good workout in. It's absolutely fine. I'm a big advocate of that. So I was going to say, if you're working out inside, dump it. If you're going outside, pump it. I like it. Number 2, pump it or dump it. Running and jumping into the street if somebody is walking towards you. So I've seen this a lot. People will be going on runs, and now the social norm is this. If I am on the same sidewalk in opposite directions and somebody's coming towards me and we're going to be within 6 feet of each other, runners will get off into the street and then run and then get back onto the sidewalk. So it cracks me up because social norms can flip like this, and that's why I hate social norms so much, because you're allowing people to dictate what the norm is. So 2 months ago, if we're on the same sidewalk walking opposite directions and for no reason I walk off of the sidewalk and then walk right back on, you would look at me like I was the rudest piece of shit they run into the whole day. Now with this shit going on, the social norm is to do that. So it's just funny. Now, if you don't do that, then it's rude. If I don't get off the sidewalk and go into the street and then back on the sidewalk, then now I'm looked at as the asshole because of social norms. Fuck that shit. If you're so worried, don't be the fuck outside. If you're worried about somebody walking in the opposite direction close to you, stay the fuck inside. Or run the fuck in the street. But if you think I'm gonna do it, fuck you, I ain't gonna do that shit. Go to the beat of your own drum. That's how I always view it. Don't let social norms tell you what you should and shouldn't do. And if you're running and let's say worst case scenario, I think the funny thing to me is people don't ever think worst case scenario. If I'm running opposite directions and I'm going the way that traffic is going and I decide to step out into the street while cars are behind me going forward, and I didn't see one that didn't see me that was on the phone and swerved off and annihilated me. Now I'm in the hospital. You're so worried about that one person that could or could not have had COVID. Now I'm in the hospital because my whole body is broken in the number one place where I promise you somebody has fucking COVID. So now you're trying to avoid somebody you didn't know possibly did or didn't have it. You got blasted. You're in there now, and guess what? There's people in there that have it. And the likelihood of you getting it is now extremely high. So think in further terms and stop thinking A to B sometimes. Sometimes you got to think A to Z and think of the situation that could possibly happen. So stop being such a social justice hero, thinking that I got to get out the street because I don't want somebody to sneeze and cough. Fuck that shit. If you're outside, you're more likely to get it anyways. So don't worry about it. Just build your fucking immune system. Keep running. Run harder, you fucking idiot. Good Lord. So I would say running to avoid somebody, dump that shit. Just focus on yourself. Focus on your workout. Build your immune system. Don't worry about all that stupid stuff. Like I said, they're just switching your social norms and allowing you to think that something now that used to be deemed rude is now rude, and then you're being a great person for doing that. Nah, man, if you think it's rude to jump out the street or you think it's rude to stay on the sidewalk, do what you want to do, but don't allow people to tell you what should and shouldn't be done. And then let's go to number 3. Number 3, buying expensive ass gym equipment. Pump it or dump it. This one, once again, I'm going to have to dump this shit because most gym equipment, if you haven't noticed, is marked up about 300%. I just looked online. 2-pound dumbbells are going for $20. There's not a lot besides shadow boxing or turning your 3-year-old into the next Hercules that 2-pound dumbbells are really going to do for you. And they're, at this stage, $20. Punching bags are $500. Battle ropes are $300. Since the market is so in demand for at-home fitness tools, man, as it skyrocketed, it is insane. If you have any of this stuff, you are about to be the next Bill Gates. If this shit keeps going, you just pump it out and sell fitness equipment and become a millionaire. But also, people don't realize a lot of fitness equipment started out as DIY. So, do it yourself type of equipment, or build it yourself stuff. Battle ropes was an idea that was stolen off of cargo ships. They would use these big ropes for cargo ships, and that's where the whole battle rope idea came from. Double end bags for boxing were made out of these little balls that are put on strings that people were using, and it turned into this big business. The TRX, like I said, was another idea that was stolen from a fitness or a construction tool that they use, and it turned into a TRX. So there's a lot of things that are taken already from one idea and then brought into the fitness world. You could make a lot of this stuff if you just go online. Go online, look on how to make it. You could jerry rig some of these things so instead of spending $400, $500, whatever the fuck it is, you can spend $20, $30. Make it yourself. It might not be as pretty, but you made it yourself, and you'll save yourself all this money. When it comes to weights, same exact thing. You could just get a hold of a welder. Go find your local welder. My dad's one of them. Give him a call. Get some scrap metal that he has. He'll weigh it for you. He'll weld a handle on it. There's a 20-pound dumbbell right there. He'll smooth it out, everything, and it's going to cost you way less. So get creative in these times. Don't sit there and have to buy all this expensive equipment, because you're just going to be broke. And then when all this is done and your gym opens, you'll never use it. And guess what you'll do? You'll take that and you'll give it to the Goodwill. Guess who's going to buy it? Me. Because I'm always at the Goodwill buying that shit. Half the gym that I own is Goodwill approved and bought. So before you waste all of your money, realize that you can make half this shit yourself for way cheaper, and realize once all this ends within the month or two, you're not going to use it, or you get rid of it anyways, or you give it to somebody. So don't waste all that money. So I would say when it comes to buying all this expensive ass equipment, dump that. And then number 4, becoming a fitness instructor overnight. This one, man, I'm on a negative streak right now. I've noticed that a lot of people out of nowhere became fitness instructors because of this COVID thing. And self-proclaimed. They don't have a degree. They don't have a certification. They don't work at a gym. Nothing. Now they see the Zoom. They see the easy money. So now they're all like, hey, and I always hate this. I always hate the scared, unconfident, fake instructor that goes, hey, on social media, if I did this, would you sign up? How about you just fucking do it and see if anybody signs up? Don't ask. That's like saying, hey, I want to ask you out, but would you say yes? Instead of me just running up to you and asking you out and seeing what the hell happens. Put yourself out there. Don't just go, hey, if I did this, would you do that? Well, thanks, you insecure ass bitch. Don't do that stupid shit. I would say pump it or dump it when it comes to these fitness instructor overnights that have no certifications, no nothing. Dump that shit. For this fact alone. You're going to end up hurting somebody. If you don't understand how the body works and you don't understand how to instruct or to teach or do anything like that, you shouldn't be hosting classes. You shouldn't have any clients. Just because you have a fat ass or just because you have abs or you have muscles doesn't mean that you're ready to be an instructor. So get some education instead of jumping ahead and going, hey, I'll take clients, or hey, I'll do this. Go online and educate yourself within this time of having a whole shitload of time instead of just jumping right into it thinking it's so easy. Because that's the one thing I did notice is a lot of people think fitness and teaching and instructing is easy until they do it. And then when they start doing it, they look like shit and nobody shows up to your classes. That's how you know if you're good or not. If people show up to your classes no matter what time you have a class, then you're doing all right. If people want to train with you, depending on your schedule, and they're down to manipulate their schedule to train with you, then you're doing absolutely fine. But until then, just keep educating yourself. And don't think you need to jump right into it. And don't think it's such easy money, because it really isn't easy money. There's a small portion of trainers and instructors that are really good that make the majority of the money. And then there's a huge portion that isn't, that hasn't really educated themselves, that's taking advantage of, that makes shit money. So I'm not a big fan of these new overnight instructors and these overnight trainers just because of COVID and just because they think it's an easy money grab. Dump that shit. And if I see you on there, I'm going to bust you out next time, because I see a whole bunch of you guys online and on social media, and I think it's up to me, or it's upon me, to call you out and show me what you got. Last and final one, pump it or dump it, Zoom classes. I know a lot of people think I would say dump it, but I'm going to say pump it on this one. The reason why I say pump it on this one, It's because, like I said, at the end of the day, even though I talk all this shit, I love positivity. I love good energy. I love community, like real community, not bullshit, fake community, but real community. And I think that Zoom has helped with that a lot, where people are hosting classes, the community's getting together, they're able to talk, have drinks, do all this stuff. So I'd say the Zoom classes I'm a big fan of, especially with good instructors. And you know who's good and you know who isn't. And with Zoom being the big thing now, everybody can kind of try, oh, let me try this person class, that person class. Then you decide who's a good one. And then you start seeing when they are the good ones will post, hey, here's my Zoom class. Hey, there's 8 people. Say that's 10 people or $10 per person that shows up. And you got 8 people that show up. That's $80. Good job. You just made $80 for an hour worth of work while you're at home. The thing I'm loving about this is instructors are going to now change the game in the fitness game, because like I was saying earlier, I feel like gyms take advantage. They'll pay you X amount of dollars, but they'll be getting 3 or 4 times that from your 1 hour instructing for their 40 people that show up to your class. Now with Zoom and now with this COVID, Corona thing making everybody stay at home, people are realizing, hey, I could be at home and get the same good ass workout with this instructor that I love at my house. I don't have to go to a gym. I don't have to come all the way back from a gym. Then this instructor is going, hey, I just made double the money that I make going to this gym at home. So the second I'm done, I can go play with my kids, or I can go make dinner, or I can do all these things. So I'm gonna save all this time. So now Zoom is creating this platform where not only instructors, but the members themselves are saving time now, and they're taking the middleman out, which is the gym. Gyms, if you were smart, you would have paid these people and kept them on the payroll and in the community, and they would never have figured Zoom out. They would never have figured out this new way of making money. So when we come back into normality, don't be shocked if your memberships have dropped, or don't be shocked if your instructors aren't around anymore, because you decide not to pay them, and you decided that they were very expendable in a time where they needed you the most and you didn't want to help them out. So that's the one thing. That's why I love Zoom the most, and that's why I love this online training movement, because you're getting really good instructors that are now working for themselves and creating their own platform, and they're getting paid for it. And they're getting paid because of their own shit, not because some gym makes it seem like they're doing so much for you, when the gym's really not. You're doing so much more for that gym than they are for you. You have to bite and scratch and claw for a raise when you should have gotten that raise 4 times over, because if you take what they're paying you per hour, and then after taxes usually take $13 out of that. So whatever you're getting paid, subtract 13 right off the bat. Then also times it by each and every person in that room, add $12 to them on the low end. So if you got 40 people in there and you're going 12, that's 420 plus or something like that, while they're paying you 65. So you're giving them so much more money. So with an instructor listening to this, online training, these group class things, this is the new way to flip the game. This is a new way to fuck these gyms over, because these gyms try to play everybody. So I would say pump the shit out of them Zoom classes and start getting creative and start working for yourself and start working for somebody else that really don't give a fuck about you, that want to front. But like I said, when hard times happen, people show you who really cares and who doesn't. And all these gyms, they don't care because they dropped everybody. So with that being said, thank you guys very much for listening. That was that pump it and dump it segment that I'm going to bring into the fold a little bit more. I like that one. It's fun. I'm going to be asking you guys questions, getting polls. You guys throw me questions back. Thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. This was a fun one. This is just part 1 of the Corona fitness journey saga, so I'm going to bring more and more into it. Thank you guys very much for paying attention and listening. Give me feedback. Let me know what you think. Also, if you need that energy boost, Jake Shakes, I got you. Get a hold of me on my Instagram, jrich.fit. Have a great day. Get some air. Don't be inside all day. Enjoy this time with your family. Enjoy this time with loved ones. We don't get a lot of these opportunities to be at home this long or have this much extra time. So don't worry so much about the money. There's opportunities for you guys to make money, be creative, get a new hustle going on, or find a new way to spend time with people that you really care about. And thank you very much for tuning in. Get the fuck out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you guys again next time. Peace.